Oh yeah, come on in, come on in, come on in. Tell a friend it's all black everything. We back with new series. We've been lied to slash. Did you know? Back with that Willie Lynch letter. Just letting you know some things and how things are right now. In the region of me, but it's changing around as you can see. Like and share, subscribe, and thumbs up like a hitchhiking. Let's go right where we left off. And it continues. It says the breaking process of the African woman. Very key. Take the female and oh yeah, and don't these are just the words that's in this book, so don't take it to heart. It says take the female and run a series of tests on her to see if she will submit to your desires willingly. Test her in every way because she is the most important factor for good economics. If she shows any sign of resistance in submitting completely to your will, do not hesitate to use the bullwhip on her to extract the last bit of resistance out of her. Take care not to kill her, for in doing so you spoil the good economic. When in complete submission, she will train her offsprings in the early years to submit to labor when they come of age. Understanding is the best thing. Therefore, we shall go deeper into this area of the subject matter concerning what we have produced here in this breaking process of the female nigger. Now, we have reversed the relationship in her natural, uncivilized state. She would have a strong dependency on the uncivilized nigger male, and she would have a limited protective tendency toward her independent male offspring, and would raise male offspring to be dependent like her. Nature has provided for this type of balance. We reverse nature by burning and pulling a civilized nigger apart and whipping and bull whipping the other to the point of death in her presence. You hear this shit? And they say that the Africans are uncivilized and treacherous and savages. No, this is some savage shit, Willie. This is savage for you and yours. Wow. By her believing, being left alone, unprotected, with the male image destroyed, the ordeal caused her to move from her psychological dependent state to a frozen, independent state. This frozen psychological state of independence, she will raise her male and female offspring in reverse roles. For fear of the young male's life, she will psychologically train him to be mentally weak and dependent, but physically strong. Because she has become psychologically independent, she would train her female offspring to be psychologically independent. What have you got? You've got the nigger woman out in front of the nigger man behind and scared. You see how to do this? Done purposely, you know, intentionally. You- Woo! I tell you what, this is a perfect situation for of sound sleep and economics. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. She cannot get past her early slave molding process. He's a good tool now, ready to be tied to the horse at a tender age. By the time a nigger boy reaches the age of 16, he is soundly broken in and ready for a long life of sound and efficient work and the reproduction of a unit of good labor force. Continually through the breaking of the uncivilized savage nigger, by throwing the nigger female savage into a frozen psychological state of independence, by killing of the protective male image and by creating a submissive, dependent mind of the nigger male slave, we have created an orbiting cycle that turns on its own axis forever. That is, unless a phenomenon occurs and reshifts the position of the male and female slaves. Very key. We show what we mean by example. Take the case of the two economic slave units and examine them closely. Ooh! Now you see the intentionalism behind all this fuckery we got going on today. We got to step into our natural roles, African descendants. You know how we do it. Males, men be men, women be women, and that's it. And we take control of our own destiny again. That's how we doing it here. All black everything. Think it's black. Big drinks, many streams. Like and share, subscribe, and thumbs up. Like you hitchhiking. We gonna end right there. Willie Lynch. Shit's still going on today, but it's coming to an end. It's coming to an end. That's what they scared of. They don't want us to come together with a link, no matter where we at in the world. Once that once that God body gets together, they know it. They know it's over. Like Malcolm said, it is coming on the roof.